Homes for sale in Grand Haven, Michigan come up for sale once in a while, but not many like this. This is Clint Maki. I'm the broker for Thresholds for Living Realty, and I sell very unusual homes, and this one is an unusual home because of the neighborhood in which it sits. This is a house that overlooks the beach in Grand Haven and overlooks Grand Haven State Park as well as Lake Michigan. Look at that view right there. My name is Clint Maki. I've been a real estate broker for 30 years and I sell unusual houses. This one is no exception. Look at this view from the second floor of this home. This could be yours. Now this house could be lived in the way it is now. It could be remodeled and redecorated, or it could be completely renovated and rebuilt. And this is the unusual part about this house, this lot that it sits on. It fronts between Emmett Street and Prospect Street. And this is the neighborhood where it sits. Now I'm going to show you the aerial view, but take a look at how close this is to the Grand Haven State Park right there. Across the street, literally from this neighborhood, is the parking lot and the just beautiful sand beaches we have here in Michigan. Let me show you the aerial view of this in just a moment, and I'll zoom out as we see what Grand Haven has to offer. But this neighborhood is literally across the street from the state park, just blocks away from the channel, and right around the corner from everything else in Grand Haven. And check this out. It's right there on Lake Michigan. That is the beauty of living in Michigan. We have all that sandy shore. Let me zoom back in here a second. You can get an appreciation for where it is. About a 2.5-hour drive from Chicago, straight up the eastern shore of Michigan. Maybe an hour from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Hour and a half from Lansing. 3 hours maybe from Detroit. It is a beautiful location. You can't beat West Michigan for tourism, and you really have a hard time beating this location in Grand Haven. Let me show you the inside of this house now. It's a cement block house built in the 1960s, something like that, and hasn't seen a renovation since because it's been owned by one single family. Here's the inside. Very retro. It's comfortable. It's useful the way it is right now. It's definitely usable. In the wintertime, it's not uncommon for this house to be locked up, winterized, and walked away from. But in the summertime, this house is rented for between $1,300 to $2,600 per week, depending on what part of the season it's in. July 4th weekend and the week of our very proprietary Coast Guard Festival are the peak seasons here. So being able to rent this house out and make some extra cash and pay your taxes and expenses is a pretty nice feature when it comes to owning a property like this. So you could use this as your vacation property. Plenty of open space, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 fireplaces. It's got that really cool patio right there that's all enclosed, and there's the view from one of the bedrooms. You walk out of your bedroom into that patio that overlooks that amazing view of Lake Michigan, and it also comes straight off that dining area. You can see from the kitchen, you can see out onto Lake Michigan as well. Very unusual look. Here's part of the basement here. So there are 4 bedrooms. There are 2 in the basement, and there's a full bathroom downstairs. Here's the kitchen in the basement. So it actually has 2 kitchens. You can rent it upstairs and downstairs and make your income that way, or just enjoy it as a single-family home. You could also take this lot and let me bring the lot back up here. This lot lends itself very nicely to either, there's the footprint of the house existing right now. It lends itself to either adding on to this home or knocking it down completely and starting over again, because it includes all of this sandy lot right here, and you could even put a garage coming in underneath the house here and build straight up on that lot and add a 3rd floor to that house if you wanted to. Easy enough to do. This house is a substantial structure. It stood there for all this time, and it's either you could use it the way it is or go ahead and knock yourself out, remodel this thing. I would have no problem myself owning a house in this neighborhood, because if you look, this is $1 million neighborhood for some of these new houses. Take a look at what we have here. My name is Clint Maki. My name and number is on that sheet right there, 616-837-7630. Give me a call anytime. Thanks for stopping by.